girls and boys. Today we're going to read Leo the Late Bloomer by Robert Kraus. The pictures were done by Aruego. That means that Jose is the illustrator. The illustrator draws all of the pictures. So this elephant, and this tiger, this bird, they were all drawn by Jose. He's the illustrator. The author is named Robert. He wrote all the words. He came up with the ideas. So the author writes the words, the illustrator draws the pictures. Leo the Late Bloomer is the name of the book. We call that title. So the title of the book is Leo the Late Bloomer. Do you know what it means to bloom? When I think about blooms, I think about flowers. Flowers, when they start, aren't big and pretty. They're closed up tight, and they barely have any color on them. And they might not even look like a flower at first. Then they bloom. And when they bloom, they're beautiful. Now, I don't think Leo's going to be a flower. I'm looking at the front of this book and I'm thinking Leo is an animal. Can animals bloom like flowers? No. But maybe, just maybe, they mean that the animal is young and needs to really develop and become. Maybe that's what they mean by bloom. Let's read to find out what Leo the Late Bloomer is about. Leo the Late Bloomer by Robert Kraus. Pictures by Jose Aruego. Leo couldn't do anything right. Oh, Leo must be this tiger. What is it that he's not doing right? Oh, he's stuck inside of a bunch of flowers, and he's looking at the butterfly. Yes, that's not how I would look at a butterfly. I would stay on the outside of the flowers. Somehow he got trapped inside of them. So Leo couldn't do anything right. He couldn't read. Oh, he looks so sad. The other animals, they look kind of happy. And it looks like they're reading. Poor Leo. He couldn't write. The owl? Ooh, the owl can write in cursive like an adult. It says O-W-L, owl. And the elephant can write in cursive, E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T, elephant. And snake is writing in cursive too, S-N-A-K-E. Oh, he used his body to make the E, and that's in cursive like an adult. The bird wrote plover, there's P-L-O-V-E-R. And the crocodile can write too. He used his hand, his claws. And here's Leo. I don't see any letters. So Leo couldn't write. He couldn't draw. Oh, the other animals are all working together to draw a face. And it looks like a neck or a body with a hand and legs. But Leo can't draw yet either. So there's things he just can't do yet. He was a sloppy eater. The other animals are all able to eat nice and neat. There's no big mess. But look at Leo. he has a mess. He was a sloppy eater. Maybe he's younger than them. If they can do things that he can't, maybe he's just younger. Maybe he just has to wait and it'll happen for him soon. Maybe that's what they mean by bloom. And he never said a word. Hoot, thrump, hiss, pip, crunch. What's the matter with Leo? Asked Leo's father. Nothing, said Leo's mother. Leo is just a late bloomer. Better late than never, thought Leo's father. Every day, Leo's father watched him for signs of blooming. And every night Leo's father watched him for signs of blooming. Are you sure Leo's a bloomer? Asked Leo's father. Patience, said Leo's mother. A watched bloomer doesn't bloom. Patience. Have you heard of that word before? Patience means getting good at waiting. When you have patience, you're good at waiting and you're patient. You're not hurrying things along. So Leo's mom wants Leo's father to be patient and not hurry Leo along. She says a watched bloomer doesn't bloom. So Leo's father watched television instead of Leo. There's the television. There's Leo's father. What is he watching? You're right, he's watching Leo. The snows came. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. The trees budded. So all the trees had flower buds on them. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. Then one day, in his own good time, Leo bloomed. He could read. He could write. There's an L, E, and an O. Leo. He could draw, and he ate neatly. He also spoke, and it wasn't just a word, it was a whole sentence. And that sentence was, I made it. Leo's mom knew that it might take a little while. She told Leo's father to be patient, to wait nicely. I bet Leo did try. When we can't do something, we need to remember that it's just not yet. Can you say that? Not yet. When you don't think you're good at something, you need to remember that you're just not good at it yet. That you will too someday bloom. We can make that happen by trying, by practicing. So although when you start kindergarten, you might not have bloomed yet. You might not be able to eat neatly yet. You might not be able to draw yet. You might not be able to read yet. You will. You just keep trying. Thank you for reading Leo the Late Bloomer with me.